jolly good. Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Clayton Zoka. Welcome to another My Thoughts On. Today, I'll be talking about The King's Speech, the 2011 Oscar-winning drama directed by Tom Hooper. If you remember Tom Hooper, he did Les Miserables, and the last film I believe he directed was the infamously atrocious, wait for it, Cats. You heard me, King's Speech, Les Miserables director, did Cats. Well, I haven't even started the review, and I think we can all agree which film is better. I have not seen this film before. I've heard of it. It's a big Oscar winner. It won Best Picture. It won 4 Oscars, actually. It won Best Picture. I think Best Actor as well. It's a huge movie. A pretty big film, especially in the UK. I got it on DVD. Funny story. I got this on DVD at college because they have, like, you know when you go to a charity shop and they have these old DVDs? Well, my college has a very similar thing. They have these DVDs in, like, tables and in bags. And I saw The King's Speech and I thought, this is the Tom Hooper movie. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll pick it up and watch it because I've never seen it. I heard it's really, like, extraordinary and exceptional. And so I eventually picked it up, paid a pound for it, and I'm gonna talk about it. So, what is The King's Speech about? It's about King George VI, played brilliantly by Colin Firth, who has trouble with stamina. So basically, he talks like this. So basically, he has stamina, and he has to start a speech to begin World War II. And if you know World War II, then you might know where this film might be going. So he gets help from a speech therapist. What's his name? Lionel Logue, and he's played by Geoffrey Rush. And basically, throughout the film, he has to try and get more and more confidence and get better and better over his stamina, so he can, well, read out the bloody speech. And there's other things going on in the film that's very conflicted, and it also is a bit historical too. I'm not going to beat about the bush with this movie. This was distributed by Momentum Pictures, I believe, for DVD release. It was funded by UK Film Council, which is pretty cool. As soon as I saw the Weinstein Company, I got a little bit worried. I thought, oh no. You've got the director of Cats and the company owned by bloody Harvey Weinstein. I hope this is better than what his last film was, and most of the Weinstein films, minus Snowpiercer and all that. But thankfully, this film is telling you that you're in good hands. This is a exceptionally beautiful and just well-crafted movie. First off, the performances. Look, Colin Firth, I think he's a really terrific actor. I've seen him in so many films, and I thought he was just wonderful in any of the films I've seen him in. Even if the film's not very good, he's always just, he's charming, likeable. He has great skill. He won the Oscar for his performance in the film, and I think it's well deserved. But my favourite performance, and this may come as no surprise, is Geoffrey Rush. He didn't win, he got nominated. I wish he won though, because he was wonderful in the movie. He's so calm, so likeable. He has a soft personality, and he's genuinely just delightful. He is fantastically delightful in the movie. I loved him in the movie. And his chemistry with Colin Firth is wonderful too, as well. And they both work off each other exceptionally well. Even Helen. And speaking of staminers, I have a thing for mispronouncing names, so forgive me if I mispronounce her name. Helen Bonham Carter. It sounds like bottom, but it's Bonham. Helen Bonham Carter, who plays the wife of King George. She's also really good as well. But Geoffrey Rush, I think, is the biggest standout here. Tom Hooper pays very close attention to detail in this movie, and I can't confirm if this is all completely accurate. Obviously, when films, based on historical moments, it's not all going to be exactly accurate, but they do try their best. I think this was also a novel at one point, but comparing this to Cats, this is infinitely better directed. There is more fluency in the story that works. It's emotional, especially when you learn more and more about what's going on. Also, this movie is fucking funny. You think this is a comedy, and it is, but it's more of a drama, historical biograph, what's the word? It's on here. It's a flippy dippies. Oh god, oh, sorry about this. That's what happens when you use a bloody tablet. It is a biographical movie, but it's also funny. There are some really funny moments. I'm sure you've all seen the scene when Colin Firth swears without stuttering. See, I'm kind of doing that now. But there are some more, speaking of which, really good scenes and really good motivational moments where Lionel tries to help King George by overcoming his stamina, by saying all these tongue twisters and phrases. It's a little strange of his tactics and his ways of doing it, but it's interesting. Very interesting, in fact. Beautiful looking movie. The cinematography is also just fantastic. I like any historical movie in the British sense, and these actors have appeared in other, historical movies too, so that's instantly a good thing. The supporting cast is also terrific as well. You got Derek Jacobi, who was, I think, Nicodemus in The Secret of Nim. So that's quite cool. Instantly a good thing. You've got Michael Gambon, who you may know as Dumbledore from I was going to say Lord of the Rings, but no, it's it's Harry Potter. You've also got Timothy Spall, who plays the Winston Churchill, and he's exceptional. Brian Cox and obviously Gary Oldman are the only other exceptions I can think of. Guy Pearce. Correct me if I'm wrong, because my history is not entirely good, but I'm pretty sure he plays the brother of King George, and he was very good. He's actually from Cambridge, where I'm originally from. Fun fact. So I know he's Australian, but he was actually born in this country from Cambridge. How cool's that? The music by the wonderful Alexandre Desplat, who you may know for the Wes Anderson music. He did Rise of the Guardians, Secret Life of Pets, and his music, while I don't think is as big a standout in Isle of Dogs, is beautiful, substantial, breathtaking, and just lovely British atmosphere to it. Do I have any issues with the movie? No, not at all. This film did not bore me. I know this would be a film that people would be bored by, and if you think this film's going to be boring, give it a chance. It is not boring. It is just wonderful. Really wonderful movie. I can see people because I don't know if this applies to all countries or to everyone, but back in secondary school where you would do English and you would do when you do English on a subject or something like that, when you're learning about it in school. I used to learn about Lord of the Flies, View from a Bridge, Of Mice and Men, Boy in the Striped Pyjamas. You learn about the books and about literacy, and then you watch the movies too, and you start to learn more and more about it. I think this could be a really good example of English literacy, not because of stamina, but because of history and everything related to it. I can't recommend this film enough. This film is fantastic. Did it deserve all the Oscar wins? I think so. Geoffrey Rush should have won. I don't know who won in the 2011 Oscars in the category, but yeah, this movie's wonderful, well acted, fantastically acted, I should say. Breathtaking to look at, emotional, interesting, a nice historical movie, very well directed by Tom Hooper, interesting. You give it, oh god, I can't recommend this enough, and the music by Alexandre Desplat is wonderful. This movie gets a 10 out of 10. Instantly an amazing movie, I love it. So glad I picked it up when I was in college. I'm happy I really enjoyed it. Fun fact, and this was also another reason why I was interested in watching the film. I don't know if everyone knows, but there was this program called Educating Yorkshire, which is like this, reality show series where we get to see what goes on in some of the secondary schools. And the most popular one was Yorkshire. There was Essex, I can't say the word, Suffolk as well. But I watched Yorkshire also in English as well. And there was an episode with the stamina kid called Musharraf, and that's my favourite episode. If you've seen the series, I think everyone can agree that's the best one, because he's a young Pakistani lad who has stamina problems, like our main character here. And guess what? The teacher, Mr. Burton, who's probably my favourite teacher, he's watched the film as well. And there is actually a scene in the film where the king puts headphones on, and he reads the Shakespeare line, to be or not to be, that is the question. And he reads it while the music's going on, and he doesn't stutter, and he does that with Musharraf, and that also works too. So methods in movies can also work to overcome a stamina problem, if anyone has one. That is. So yeah, because when I heard King's Speech, I thought, oh, interesting, because that movie has a king with a stamina problem. So I watched it and I thought, wow, interesting, and the film's method seems to work. It's very remarkable. Anyways, go and watch it. It's a fantastic movie. I've not seen all of Tom Hooper's films apart from the film that shan't be named, let's say. He also did I can't say the bloody word, Les Miserables, which is that 2012 musical? I believe so, yeah. He did that. He also directed some of the episodes for his Dark Materials. Pretty cool. The Danish Girl, which I haven't seen, but looks pretty good. I have seen a few things from him, and he's very, very exceptional. Oh, he directed EastEnders. Okay. But anyways, yeah, that was the King's Speech. Yeah, it was definitely a speech. That was very good. Yeah. Right. So, what is next? Well, next up I'll be talking about Miss Potter. No, not Lily Potter. Miss Potter. Beatrix Potter. So before the two Peter Rabbit movies with James Corden, there was a movie related to the author of the books, Beatrix Potter. And in a way, it's also like a biographical movie about how she created the world. And I saw the trailer for that, and I had Renee Zellweger and Ewan McGregor in it, and I thought, wow, that looks interesting. I'll be talking about that on Wednesday, so look forward to that. And if you have seen The King's Speech, what do you think about it? Is it good, bad, decent? Do you want to see it? Let me know below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. And until next time, bye for now.